Who can you claim as a dependent? It is not just about your children. This section of Form 1040 can save you thousands of dollars. You might be able to claim parents, siblings, or even other relatives. Each dependent can qualify you for valuable tax credits. The child tax credit is now worth up to $2,200 per child. Other dependents can still earn you a $500 credit. You must list their name and social security number exactly as they appear on their card. One small mistake here can delay your entire refund. Let's look at the rules to make sure you don't miss out. First, you must understand that there are two types of dependents. A qualifying child must be a close relative under age 19 or under 24 if a student. They must live with you for more than half the year and not provide their own financial support. Next, we look at the rules for a qualifying relative. This person must have a gross income below $1,200 for the 2025 tax year. You must provide more than half of their total financial support. Some relatives do not have to live with you, but others must live in your home all year. Moving forward, there are general requirements for every dependent. They must be a US citizen or a resident of the US, Canada, or Mexico. They generally cannot file a joint tax return with a spouse. Also, you cannot claim a dependent if someone else can claim you. The next part involves the Social Security number requirement. You must have a valid SSN or ITIN for every dependent you claim. Without this number, the IRS will reject your tax credits. Accurate documentation is the only way to avoid delays and keep your refund safe. Finally, we see the tiebreaker rules for shared custody. Only one person can claim a child as a dependent each year. Usually, the parent who lived with the child the most has the right to the claim. If time is equal, the parent with the higher income takes priority. Form 1040 has space to list only 4 dependents. If you have more than 4, you must provide a separate statement with the additional names. First, list the first 4 dependents directly on the form. Then, look for the checkbox that says if more than 4 dependents, see instructions and check here. Checking this box tells the IRS that there are more family members to consider. For the extra dependents, you should attach a sheet showing the same information required on the form. This includes each person's full name, social security number, and their relationship to you. Make sure your name and social security number are also at the top of this extra sheet. If you are filing electronically, your software will usually generate this additional dependents worksheet for you. Accurate reporting ensures you get the full credit for every member of your household. First, you need to provide the full legal first and last name for each person. Accuracy is critical because the IRS matches this data with Social Security Administration records. You must enter the correct Social Security number for every person listed. If there is a typo in the name or the number, your return could be rejected or your refund delayed. Next, we look at how to define the relationship of the dependent to you. This could be a son, daughter, parent, or another qualifying relative. You must also confirm if the dependent lived with you for more than half of 2025. There are specific checkboxes for those who lived with you in the United States. These residency details determine which credits you can actually claim. Moving forward, you need to indicate if the dependent was a full-time student or is permanently and totally disabled. These factors change the age limits for qualifying children and can impact your eligibility. These checkboxes help the IRS understand why an older child might still qualify as a dependent on your return. The next part is row 7, where you select the specific credits for each person. On the right side, you will check the box for either the child tax credit or the credit for other dependents. The child tax credit is generally for children under age 17. The credit for other dependents covers older children or qualifying relatives like parents. Finally, we see a specific section for those filing as married, filing separately, or head of household. You must check a box if you lived apart from your spouse for the last 6 months of 2025. This also applies if you are legally separated and did not share a household at the end of the year. This status confirms you are meeting the strict legal requirements for the household credits you are claiming. Lastly, please like the video and share it with others who are filing their taxes. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more step-by-step guides on US tax forms. If you have any specific questions about your dependents or filing status, please leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer your queries and help you navigate your 1040 return.